This seems to be kind of the new wave of guys speaking up for themselves, saying what they really think, whether it's on social media or straight to the media like that. But Tedy, do you think speaking up in this scenario was a good move?
Well, I'm trying to understand first. I mean, he's talking about a team that he wants to go to, but then he talks about where you shouldn't even be shopping me because of the type of player that he is. So what I do understand is this. He takes things personal. And I can guarantee you most of the players in the NFL get to where they are by taking things personal. I took things a lot of personal myself. You know, they doubt you, your size, you're too slow, all this stuff, and you finally make it. So, yes, it does get personal when you hear about your organization wanting to shop you. So I can understand where he's coming from there.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand how the NFL works. Like, this isn't just like playing with your friends. You're on the New York Jets. You're 1-6. You're not the Patriots. You're not the Rams. You're on a bad team with a new GM. Anybody that was in that locker room before this GM gets there, he's on the block. I don't care who you are. You predate, you're there before that GM. That goes for players, that goes for coaches, everybody. You're not their guy. And so to stand up on a 1-6 team and say you're like two of the guys whose teams were in the Super Bowl last year, that's just out of touch with reality.
Look, it looks brutal, guys. It does. I mean, and I hate it for the kid because I love the way he plays. I mean, you talk about a passionate guy that just loves it. But this isn't just an isolated thing. Remember, earlier in the year, they benched him. They benched him when he had a couple of penalties. He was the only kid playing for the Jets. So to me, I think that's, he does take it personal, Tedy, to your point. But, yeah, it's a bad look. And he doesn't understand it, that this is, Randy, you and I talked about it. Tell them what you said, Randy.
It's a business. The one thing, there's been some Tom Brady talk for the last couple of weeks. And I've been feeling a certain type of way. And the reason why I've been feeling a certain type of way, because Tom Brady is like the last of the Mohicans. And the reason why I say that, because understand the business, Mr. Adams, that no one is off limits in the National Football League. That's why I'm looking at this Tom Brady situation to see if he's staying or if he's going. When you look at this chart that I'm going to put up for you, I want you to look at all these gold jackets on this list. Mr. Moss, my colleague, Mr. Montana, Steve Young. My colleague, Mr. Steve Young, Joe Montana, Brett Favre. All these guys are gold jacket Hall of Famers. So when I say no one is off limits, to understand the business, you've heard me say this time and time again. In high school, it's football. In college, it's football with a little sprinkle of a little business here, letting these athletes capitalize off themselves.
Just a little bit.
But the National Football League is a business. If you've heard me say it and other people say it,
how about to the organization, though, for letting this get out? That one of the top young safeties in the league now, say he has to be there this year and next year, trying to get another contract. So everyone knows now, as a fan, as yourself, as a player, it's like, well, we tried to trade him. And so now he's got that on him now. They tried to trade you. So him knowing that while he's still being there, that's got to be hard to deal with as a professional and someone.
There's a big difference, though, guys.
I agree with you there. How about keeping it in-house?
But there's a big difference between shopping a player or taking calls.
Yeah.
And so to me, where does it fall in line? Hey, look, I used to make ridiculous calls. Hey, how about Randy Moss? We give you
and by the way, you still do that in our fantasy football league,
yes,
too.
I do.
Every time you send me a trade request, I'm like, would you do this when you were a head coach?
Throw it out there.
Might as well try.
Say no. Why not?
He has kind of taken the high road on the back end when this thing could have just kept getting more ugly. He took to Twitter last night and said, basically, his goal is still to be one of the best safeties in NFL history. He wants this team to win a Super Bowl. He wants to set the standard of passion and all. He said, I'm past all the drama and the nonsense.
Whatever.
We'll see.
He'll never forget it.
He'll
never forget it.
That's true.
I guarantee you, he won't forget it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.